Well, if you're lucky enough to catch a few whiting, the use of a scaling bag certainly makes the cleanup job back on land a whole lot easier. Scaling bags are basically a net or a mesh bag which can be tied off at the end. They generally have a float on one end just in case the rope parts, and you fill the bag with your day's catch, tie it behind the back of the boat, and that'll clean not only the scales but removes the slime and just makes the fish a lot easier to handle back on land. So we're going to tow our day's catch behind the boat. We normally sit on about 15 to 18 kilometres an hour. Aim to sit them in the wash just on the edge so that they do rotate and get a nice even movement. If you put too many fish in the scaling bag, you don't get that movement of fish, and you don't get a nice even scaling. Well, once all the fish are in the scaling bag, it's a good idea to do a couple of half hitches around the end of the net just to make sure the bag doesn't open up during your scaling. One, and a second one just for good measure. And now it's ready to be tied off to the back of the boat, and we'll let the scaling process begin. Well, they've been in our wake for about 4 or 5 minutes now, so it's time to pull them in and see how clean they are. They look pretty good. As you can see, the scales are moved, they're not slippery or slimy like they were before. All we have to do is go home, take the side fillets off and cook them up for tea.